It's just different.
What's up, friend?
Hello, friend.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Nigga.
I saw your story and I was like, nigga, you ain't even tell me none of this shit.
Yeah, the retrograde been whooping my ass, and I'm at a point now where I'm just, it's either get the tapes or get over it, and I'm just choosing to get over it.
For the most part.
For the whole part. Like, I can't make no more excuses about my life, because if I try to, I really am, like, I'm not
gonna
gonna.
be a 15th reason.
Yeah, it's like real talk. I would never. I'm not gonna say I would never, but it's a very far thought for me to ever like harm myself. Mm-hmm. But there's always this like little inch in me, like, I'll give up right now. I'll give the fuck up right now and just say fuck it.
I feel that.
You know?
No, I feel that.
And it's a lot of realities that are coming into play for me right now, and I'm just like, yo, I'm just trying to accept it all. Like, I looked at my husband yesterday and was like, yo, I'm really a stay-at-home wife. Like, after all y'all left, I was like, I really am a stay-at-home wife. I never saw this from I think I said that like a couple episodes ago. Like, I could never, and look at me. Retrograde was like, bitch, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Fuck Mercury, fuck his braids.
I mean, you're also an entrepreneur though, so.
And that has also been a tough pill for me to swallow too, because I'm in charge of how I make my money now. Yeah. And with having no income, mm-hmm. right, and just creating streams of income and all those different things, it's not hard at all. Like, one thing I could do is get to the money. It's, again, like I said a couple episodes ago, I think it was last episode, creating a lane and staying in it. Is I'm not deviating away, because I've noticed how in like other entrepreneurs I've been talking to, how desperate you become for money. Yeah. And you're almost willing to take like any gig or any, and it's just like, if I'm not good at that, I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So I'm just going to stay in my lane. I do a little bit of, what is it? Like, just like, creating a little couple things, like, just, I did all the promo for the brunch and things of that nature. And people have been reaching out more for that than anything else. Like, hey, can you design this for me? Can you do this? Okay. Like, I'm doing an obituary. Oh. This will be my third obituary. I'm starting to think that, like, maybe I'm an obituary, right? Maybe that's my lane.
After your cousin was like, yeah, I want y'all to come cleanse my house. Mm-hmm. I was just like,
that's your sister.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. My sister-in-law. Yeah.
After she said that, I was like, I don't know how I got wrapped into this. I don't know what about my spirit says that I do stuff like that, but sure. Yeah. I was like, I'm all for it.
I've done it.
I'm definitely finna cleanse.
Oh, for sure.
A spot or two.
For sure. I did both my son's godparents, his godfather, when he first moved into his house, I did his, and he was like, damn, it's smoky in here. And I was like, you didn't open the windows? I've told you before I started this shit to open up the windows behind me. And when I did his godmother's, I just opened up the fucking windows. You learn from the first. Mm-hmm. And at this point now, it's almost become like I don't want to say a family thing, even though they are my family, but amongst like my friends and my chosen family, it's always been like, listen, when I move, call Chakra. Chakra got me. So that's where what I've been doing.
I like it though.
How have you been, friend? Like, let's talk about you. What you got? Fuck what I got going on. What you got going on? I feel like I haven't talked to you.
We talk.
I just feel like I'm in distress, so you more like, friend, how are you? And I'm like, no, like, we also need to make sure that this is reciprocated. Fuck how I'm doing. How you doing?
I'm here.
I know.
That's always my, like, I even say that at work. Yeah. They be like, how you doing? I'm here. Like, I really don't even, I am in limbo, in a sense. Like, I'm not depressed or anything, but I'm just not, like, filled with joy about anything either.
Do you find yourself inspired at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm fair. Just here. I'm literally just...
I've noticed it, but I'm like, I also know that there are times, because we've also been doing a lot too, and I'm a little bit further into this, right? Like, everything we're doing, I fuck putting my toe in this bitch. I jumped in here, and you're just kind of like easing down the step ladder, again. But I don't think that it's a problem, because I feel like
it's not like I'm not moving.
Yes, and I think that, and I think for the first time in a long time, you recognize that you're still moving.
Yeah.
Like, you're not stagnant. You know, you're not distracted even. You are fully focused, but you are moving at a pace that's comfortable for you.
And I do have moments where I am like highly motivated. I'm going to get this shit done. Like that night when I was playing around with the clips that night, like that was just like I was just doing shit that night. And that felt really good. But then it's just like, I get to this slump of, what do I do now? Yeah. And then I sit here and doom scroll and I need to do something else. Like, not saying that I need to do more work, but I need to do something else that allows me to create that dopamine in a different type of way.
I was watching, did you send it to me? I was watching something about dopamine the other day, and the guy was saying, like, you have to find a multitude of ways to get a dopamine rush. You can't keep depending on what you've always depended on. And sometimes it's not your phone. Sometimes it's, like, people get that dopamine rush from exercising, so much so that they fuck around pulling muscle. You know, people find dopamine in drinking alcohol till you find in cirrhosis of the liver. So he was saying that there are so many different ways to get that's why it's important to have a plethora of hobbies. That's why it's important to, and stop trying to be a professional in every hobby too was a component of the conversation, where he was saying you got to stop trying to do shit to the point where you can say like, oh, I'm so good at this. It's okay to say like, oh yeah, this is a hobby of mine, or I dabbled in that a little bit. I think it's a little different for people with ADHD. I think it's different for people who have addictive personalities too, because you start something, you get that dopamine rush one fucking time and it's like crack, I'm coming back for this shit.
But then with the ADHD, it's okay, this feels great. Oh, I like that thing over there. Let me go do this. And I haven't even finished this. Yeah. And I feel like this journey is teaching me I have to actually keep coming back to this. Like, it's not something that I can put down and just be like, well, I'm done with that. No, it's like no, you have a whole ass business.
Yeah. ADHD and consistency
is a whole ass business surrounding this. You cannot. And I've been trying to find other like ADHD pages that talk about like entrepreneurship and shit. All of that shit, they always want you to spend money. I don't want to spend money in learning how to do this. Just tell me what the fuck, like how, just tell me your experience on how to, I know it won't be my experience, but just tell me how you got through it and how these other people got through it. Cool. Like, that's all I need is like a little disclaimer, like, yeah, it was hard, but I'm still here. Cool.
I will say, as somebody with undiagnosed ADHD, I know for sure now that it's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I walked in the motherfucking kitchen the other day, and I had just come from taking, because I was cleaning up before y'all came over. So the beanbag that's in the living room, I took it upstairs to your room. I went upstairs in your room, immediately realized, fuck, I left the pan on top of the stove. It's not on, but let me go down there. I meant to put that away. I go down there in the kitchen. I stood in the kitchen and started biting my nails. And I was like, what the fuck did I come down here for? Immediately I said, Christian, bitch, you got ADHD. But what helped me was I realized that in that moment, character, and basically canceled the shit. Because I realized at this point now that what's saving me is saying, I'm going to come back for that pain. Or let me go do this and I'm going to come back from that. I do have to say
things out loud.
And that's been my saving grace and scripting my life. I saw this girl, the one that you sent me on TikTok, where she was like, she scripts her life and like all those things.
You sent me that.
I saw a video from her a while ago where she was like, you need to walk around like there's a reality, like a camera following you. Now, between vlogging, because vlogging has also helped me stay accountable, what also has helped is me really just in my mind feeling like somebody's holding me accountable right now. If not my ancestors, if not God, if not my husband, if not my child, somebody right now, if somebody asks me, Christian, what did you do with your day? I want to be able to say that I did something. So what's been saving me lately is I don't want to keep feeling like I'm failing by not moving, right? Failure for me the definition has changed from doing something and then not being good at it. Because before I would beat myself up about it. Now what's fucking me up is when I'm not moving, when I'm not doing anything, when I know I should be doing something and I don't. And the discipline just comes from me being like, Christian, stop. Yeah. Like, it wasn't a cold turkey, because this shit has taken till I'm a good grown 30 years old. But it's taken for me to be like, stop what you're doing. Yeah. Go do something else. Like literally mothering myself is what's been saved. To be honest with you, I don't think that there's any right or wrong way to handle ADHD. I think what a lot of people do is they try to ignore it, right? And they try to say, like, this is okay. It's not okay. It's really not okay to keep skipping from project to project. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's not okay. I'm not saying that niggas need medicine. I'm not saying none of that shit. I'm just saying, like, yo, like, come the fuck on.
I feel like in order for me to actually get tasks done as of late, I've been doing the true neurodivergent thing and putting on headphones and I just get in my zone.
Yeah.
And it's really hard not as of late, but I've realized, like, the things that, like, not trigger me, but really, like, cause that switch to go off for me to get really annoyed. Like, I hate saying it on here because I don't want to get canceled, but the tears in me really be like, what the do you want? Like, I don't understand why you're talking to me. You know I'm over here doing something.
Yeah.
You know I got headphones on. Yeah. You know I'm trying to get shit done. If you're not over here helping me, which I don't want you to do, then shut the fuck up. Like, it really, like, I don't say it out loud, but, like, in my head, I'm like, why do you keep talking to me while I'm trying to get things done?
I have to verbalize that to people, and I'm noticing that is something that I used to not be good at, right? Like, I just assume that people see me working and they're like, well, let me leave her alone.
I feel like that's how the world should be.
And that's not, especially for black women. Black women always assume that we got 8 arms. They think that we can do and I'll say,
don't ask me to do shit.
Especially as a mom too. Like, it's like, oh, you're a mom. You definitely can multitask. No. It's like, little the fuck do you know? He has to be my only task and whatever he got going on. And then I can go ahead and do what the fuck else I got to do. Because if not, it's not going to get done. No. Or something that he needs is not going to get done. And I'd be damned if I shortchange my child because my brain won't allow me. No. So I think a lot of what people say is, you know, I just feel like, you know, people should know that shit. Yeah,
I got the headphones in. It's just like going to the gym and I got headphones in. Why are you trying to hit on people?
Because it's not really a societal rule, right? That when you see a black woman,
it's in general, when you see anybody with something like
let's be real.
When you see somebody in the zone,
have we normalized that though? The zone has just recently become a thing. Like, we got, like, let's be real.
It was a thing before the quarantine, though.
But it was a 6-figure, multi-million-dollar, millionaire, extraordinaire, or deep creative.
No, like, it was like, I'm standing on a bus stop with my headphones in and you tapping me to get my attention is wild. Stop touching me.
I never experienced that. And I don't know if it's just because I got resting bitch face. I've never had anybody just, like, at the bus stop tap me on my shoulder and be like, hey, do you have the time or some shit? Like, no.
It's cool if you ask them for the time, but like when you trying to have a whole ass conversation.
Oh no, I just don't talk to people. I don't respond.
Me either.
Yeah, I just don't respond. And I don't think that that's being a bitch. I don't think there's I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. People, and this goes for anybody, people have to get okay with people not wanting to talk. I don't want to talk to you.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not being a bitch. I'm not. The world has to stop acting like everybody is so fucking kind.
It's okay to have silence. That's my issue. Like, you know when people be trying to add in that...
Because they don't like it to be quiet?
I need that quiet.
I also think that might be a form of mental illness. Like, to be honest with you, I think some people just aren't okay with quiet. Some people's brains don't even shut off long enough for the quiet to process.
Because there was a time when I would disassociate.
Okay.
Like, there was like
I still do it.
I'm talking to somebody or they're talking to me about something and like I'm just like, you done pulled me out of something else that I was doing and now I have to go somewhere else to like chill the fuck out. Not because I'm upset, but like, why are we talking about this? It's
by people is a thing, and I want the world to stop acting like that's not a thing. People are not being rude. People are not being a bitch. People are not being. It's not. Sometimes people just too fucking people-y. You too people.
That small talk stuff, I don't want it.
That's
what really makes me disassociate. I swear to gosh, I know people can see me zone out when they talk to me about like small ass shit, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
You know what I hate? I hate small talk over the phone, like conversations where people like, hey, how you been?
Phone with me.
Hey, how are you?
What do you want?
Only call me if you need something. I love to text. Text me if you want to have a conversation, but unless it's important, don't call me. I am not the friend that wants to sit on the phone with you on FaceTime while it's quiet. I am not the friend who just wants to hear you breathe. I'm not. I personally don't even really want to be on the fucking phone any of the time. If there's not a purpose to our conversation, I don't want to have it. I don't. Why are we talking?
And all
when we could
honesty,
shut the fuck up.
If it's gonna be like that, I'd rather just be in person and have quiet time together. I feel like that's way more. Or if intimate.
Like, cause you and I have sat on the phone and we've been like working separately. You know, like we are, and I'm even cool with that. Like sometimes even if like Yule's at work and he just want to sit on the phone. Sometimes he playing the game on his phone and we're just sitting there. That's one thing. It's another fucking thing where you like, hey, how you been? Good. It's quiet for a couple of minutes.
How I'm doing.
And you come back on
what
like,
you doing?
Yeah, what you doing now? Get the fuck off my phone. Get off my phone. Get off. It's like having a child. I'm telling you, sometimes the child like, Mommy, okay? Good. 15 minutes later, he come back, what you doing now? Same shit I was doing.
It's different if it's like, what are you working on? And we're just now getting to that conversation. Oh, I'm working on this, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, okay, cool. I'm working on this, blah, blah, blah. And then we get back to what we doing.
Yeah.
I just...
Like a water cooler conversation. I like a water cooler conversation. I like water cooler small talk because it has a time frame. About 3 to 4 sips, I'm go about my shit.
And you know me and my Irish goodbyes.
Yeah.
I'm slowly walking away. I'm not even slowly walking away. Oh, okay, cool. And then those two are still talking.
My favorite thing in the world was when
they
two
were
people
already
start talking. Yes,
and I was walking up.
And I could,
hey, cool, boop.
And I could just slide out. That's my favorite. Oh my God, my favorite is when I just don't have to be there. Why be there when I could leave?
And I'm not saying all this to like avoid the fact that I may not be a conversationalist.
No, I'm okay.
I am very much so a conversationalist. I can talk about shit all day, every day.
I don't want to.
I don't want to talk about these same old mundane things that people want to talk about all the time. Like shit that's going on in music, shit that's going on in pop culture.
Hate it.
Like, okay, we talk about spirituality and how shit is kind of getting fucked up. Cool. What's your view on that? Okay, great. Where are you in your spiritual journey? How do you feel this is going to affect you? That's the type of stuff. The things that I am interested in, and I know everybody's not interested in the same thing as me. And once I figure that out, it's like the conversation is kind of cut short. I'm just like, you want to talk about all this dumb stuff, and I don't.
And I'm not calling it dumb because it's necessarily dumb.
It's just dumb to me.
It's dumb. The same way that me talking about crystals and shit is probably like, hey, this bitch go with her rocks again. Like, I get it. That's why I don't talk to people.
Everybody not woo-woo. Everybody not.
Because
and that's fine.
Don't get me wrong. Do I like some sexy red? Yeah. Do I love me some Glorilla? Hell yeah. Do I want to shake my ass all the time?
I love me some Megan Pete.
But I couldn't tell you what the fuck is going on in Megan life. I couldn't tell you what's going on with. I saw the City Girls was beefing, and
I was like, damn.
And the thing that kind of hurt me the most is like, I'm like, damn, that's a sisterhood right there. I looked at it more like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the music. I don't give a fuck about Carisha. I don't give a fuck about that. I care more about the fact that, like, damn, they was close homegirls and now they're not cool no more. When people start talking about, like, the City Girls were beefing and I think it had something to do with blah, blah, blah. Child,
I don't know.
My brain just, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me.
No.
I don't know. They talk about Drake and Rat and all these people beefing. I could barely keep up. I just like J. Cole new album. I didn't even know it had anything. When they start trying to debunk this shit and like, oh, it's a shot at so and so, I ain't even thinking that far into it.
Social media platforms
because I'm not thinking that far into it.
Okay, cool.
And that's it. That's all.
And I'm not saying like I want to have intellectual conversations every time I open my mouth. What I'm saying is, if it ain't got shit to do with me half of the time, I don't want to know. I'm not a celebrity. I don't want to know about other celebrities. And even if I do become a celebrity or somebody like that people want to know about a lot, y'all really ain't gonna have shit to talk about.
Because that's what I'm saying.
They gonna be like, damn, did you know she got 5 acres of land and she got like a pond and she got like cows and shit over there? Yes, I'm living my best country ass life. Those celebrities that you hear about every now and then, not for anything bad, but because you finally see them out in the open.
Like Khalees, it was a bunch of bullshit about her at one point. The shit that was going on with Nas, she fell the fuck off. When she came back, it was like, damn, this bitch in Japan get ready to build a rice field. This shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I prefer that. I prefer for it to.
Damn, she over there making retreats and shit.
When my name is brought up in a conversation, I always pray. I don't give a fuck if it's negative, but I always pray that it's in some type of positive light because I truly do my best to mind my fucking business. Like, I'm
I
not
ain't in shit.
I don't even want my business to be the talk of anybody, right? I don't want to give people a reason to talk. I don't want to give people a reason to talk about me at all,
No.
but I definitely don't want to give people a reason to talk about me in a negative light. You know, like, you know what's going on in her life, you know she doing this, you know, like I said, bring back shame. Certain shit just shouldn't be on the internet, right? Certain shit shouldn't be outside your household. Certain shit just shouldn't be shared with other people. Keep some shit to yourself. But if it does get out, if it does happen to, you know, like, that was then, this is now. Let it be a redemption story. Just let it be, you know, like, every fucking time you turn around, Krishan Rock, Blueface, like, all that shit, like, I don't ever want to be, I will never be, but I don't ever like to see shit like that.
Kind of low key, like how the conversation just started about me if I had to go to jail. What did I have to do with anything?
Right, you see what I'm saying?
I was like, of course my best friend knows that's how that's
she
going
gonna get that hole up.
I'm gonna give the hole up. What do you want me to do?
First of all, welcome to another episode of Jaded and Evolving. You know who the fuck we is. We back. Hi, y'all.
And if you don't, I'm Natasha.
I'm Chakras. Christian.
Whoever you
I'm
wanna
your
be.
mama, baby mama, purr. She like big bitches. I'm about to just try to start getting sugar mamas. This sugar daddy thing is getting out of hand.
I was about to say I'm your auntie's little sub.
I'm telling you, if you just change your name, we could get you.
No. I just don't.
I'm gonna put it in the
right.
chat, and I'm gonna see what the chat say. If they,
I went in there the other day and was like, I'm just here to say hi. Now I'm out.
We was in there this morning just chopping.
I saw, and I was like, I don't have good service. I would go in there, but
we was talking about all kinds of shit. We was talking about just like, you know, our children. We were talking about life. We were just like, you know, kind of raising different questions to each other. I think that's another big thing is like, that is the type of conversation where that wasn't small talk. Like, we was jumping convo to convo. Somebody had something to bring up that somebody had an opinion, and we talking about gun laws, you know, whether or not,
like
you know, the Second Amendment. Like, all, if I can't talk to you
like
intellectually, I don't want to talk to you.
It's like we have to be able to have those. Like I said, it doesn't always have to be that, but we have to be able to come to that place.
It has to give me dopamine. It has to feed me. It has to give me a rush. I love to talk. I could talk all fucking day long. But like you said, if I'm bored, immediately, and my brain is like, do, 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 do. I start going back
I
to
love me a little
shit.
Doug.
In the back of my mind, I'm like, that nigga name was Doug Funny. Like, all of a sudden, the conversation, and then by the time I'm ready to jump back in, it's like when Raven used to come back from her, you know, thoughts and shit, like her situations, she come back and be like, that Russian sound, that's how I'm coming back to the conversation, because I have no idea what the fuck y'all was. I just know that Skeeter's black. That's it.
Johnny Test, and his dog's name was Dookie.
You see what I'm saying?
I think it was something that
But
had to do with poop.
You see what I'm saying?
yes.
So it's like, it's you go out
Yeah.
and you come back in unless you can keep me interested. Kind of like that at work too. I used to be at work, they fucking trying to train me on something, and I've gotten it already. One thing that I love about a motherfucker with ADHD is how quick a motherfucker. I'm talking about, show me the beginning and show me the end and show me like
Bits and pieces of the middle.
show me the challenges, right? Show me like, and if this error message pops up, this is probably why. You don't have to show me shit else. You don't
let
have
me
to,
do it on my own.
and I promise you.
And let me be able to ask you questions as I go.
Yeah.
Today, oh my gosh, I was thinking like I need to ask my specialist how something needs to be fixed. And I was like, I can find that shit myself.
Yep.
While everybody else in the chat be asking him all types of questions, I'm like, you could have looked that up in this. We have a database for this. We have a website for this. If you just, and I get it. Like sometimes they want like a quick answer.
No,
but it's like,
you have to
y'all
think.
know this man don't be in here like that. Like he's going to take 15 minutes to answer you. You could have found that in 5.
I had a revelation the other day. People don't think, people don't read. And now I knew this. I knew it before. But it is solidified, set in stone.
Working for the
niggas
school
don't
system.
read, niggas don't think.
The same people that you send your child to learn from are the same people that do not read
At all.
What did I
Shit.
put in that work story chat?
Yes. Did you just
Hey, so what was that email about? Did you
read it? That's
You read what it said, right? I don't put big words or I put everything in layman's terms because that's how I would understand.
Yep. Or if you're coming to me, like, let's say
And
you
I
didn't
put
understand
instructions. I added instructions, like pictures with the
so that's
instructions
my
and
thing.
shit.
That's why I'm saying people don't think, because she read it.
Why do you want me to tell you what it said?
So if you don't understand something, when you come to me, don't say, "Hey,
What
what
does
was with
it
that
say?
email?" Come back to me and say, "Hey,
How
so
do
I
I-
read your email. How do I?" Oh,
And that's what I was thinking as I was putting that in the. But I was like, that's not what she said.
That's not- and
she
again-
literally said, "What was that email
Yep.
about?" It was about nothing.
makes
at
my
this
motherfucking ass itch.
It
I'll tell you
wasn't
that
about
goddamn
anything. It wasn't about anything.
Don't even
'Cause
worry about it,
I'm
sweetheart.
tired.
Don't it's if you won't
It's
learn how
above
to
me
use
now.
it, don't even fucking worry
It's
about
above
it.
me.
It's above me now.
because it's working on my laptop. I know that damn much.
That's what I'm saying. So when it don't be working for motherfucker,
It worked for me.
well, can you show me how to? How about this? How about you go back, read the email, and if you having any
You
problems,
think I didn't say that?
and if you have any problems,
You think I
after the
didn't
fact,
say that? I was like,
get
there's
me.
instructions in there too to show you how to do this for the copiers too. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because she came in, because she was like, I sent you an email and put in a ticket for I was like, I fixed it already. Like, I literally had closed the ticket like 2 minutes before she came in my office. I was like, ma'am.
and it just doesn't get any better the older
And I'm
people
on my
get.
period. And it's not really on, but it's like I feel the hormonal change. Like, I'm
Can we
extra
talk about
irritable.
that? Can we talk
I'm
about how we only
PMSing.
get one real week a month to
I
just
think
be
about
normal?
that all the time, and I'm just like, scrape this bitch. Take the fucking ovaries out if you have to. I will not feel like less of a woman. All these,
It's the menopause.
not all these,
It's the That's what I don't want to go through.
some of these women, because it's not all.
Mm-hmm.
Some women that I've seen on Instagram talking about you're less of a woman if you had a C-section. You're less of a woman if you did this. You're just as bad as the people that are doing these obscene abortion laws.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up about my body. What you feel about your body is what you feel about yours. If I wanted to go and get this pussy hole closed up, it's still gonna bleed. What the fuck?
The way that I look at it is like
still-
this. I don't give a fuck if you have a cycle, if you don't have a cycle. I don't give a fuck if you was born a woman or if you wasn't born a woman. At the end of the fucking day, if you tell me that you are a woman, you're a woman. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. Because who the fuck am I to tell you about you? You know you better than anybody else. So I'm going to come over here and say, oh, because you growing little hairs out your motherfucking chin. Because women have, what is it, Hirschism or some shit like that? You mean to tell me that because this woman has PCOS and because she's growing facial hair, she's less than a woman? I don't understand that. You mean to tell me that because this person decided to go get gender reaffirming surgery and now they have breast and a vagina that I can't call that person a woman? I don't understand why we dictate so much. Cancel me. I don't give a fuck. I don't understand why there's so much gripe behind womanhood. First of all, this the most ghetto hood. This and adulthood. The two most ghetto hoods in the motherfucking world. I bleed once a fucking month. After I'm done bleed, if you want to come over this bitch, let me tell you what you stepping into. Once a fucking month, you bleeding out your motherfucking hole. You ain't got no control over that bitch no matter how much you try to stop that shit up.
You need to make sure that you're not having unprotected sex. So
Because
you're
you're
going
going
to
to fuck around and have a kid. Then the week after that, you somewhat normal. And the week after that, now you back to PMSing. You don't know whether you up, you down. You don't really even fucking know what day it is. You crying because you woke up this motherfucking morning and realized that you just had a little bit more on your plate than you was used to. It is not easy being a woman. So for all the people that gripe, bitch, complain about, oh, this doesn't make you less than a woman, please tell me what the fuck is so great about being a woman, other than the good things about being a woman. Because there's a lot that we go through before we can even get to the good shit. The pussy part. The fucking, right? Having the titties right, loving who you are, having the essence, smelling good, all that shit. To me personally, I feel like those are additions to the womanhood. But the womanhood that you just get, right, the default womanhood, that shit ain't even really built. That shit ain't even cool for real. That shit, I'm telling you.
But when you think about the fucking and how many people you have to go through to actually get to somebody that
to get a good orgasm and shit, I'm telling you, default womanhood is not the womanhood. It's not the hood that you want to be in. Get a zip code in a different area, because living over this bitch is ghetto. Adulthood ghetto as shit. The bills, the problems, the stress, the responsibilities, and then you gonna fuck around and put womanhood on top. Fuck y'all. People who always,
and then people be like, you don't want to grow up too fast. Why you didn't sit me down and tell me why I didn't want to grow up too fast? You never sat down and told me, like, because you got to pay all, you got to work.
They left all that shit out.
You got to work 9 to 5. Think about a 24-hour day, okay? Yep. You got to work 9 to 5. Then when you get off, if you have kids, you got to take care of them. You got to pick them up, take care of them, make sure they fed. You got to feed yourself. You got to make sure that they bathe, because if you don't, they're going to get bullied at school. Mm-hmm. Then you got to deal with, that's another thing that you got to deal with, because now they looking at you like, why you ain't, they traumatized. Now you got to deal with traumatized children, and you already traumatized for real, because you ain't really want to. And then,
keep going, for
you still have to make sure that you make time for yourself.
On top of that, now your kid is traumatized. Make sure that the baby got good insurance, because then you can't get a motherfucking therapist. Then the baby motherfucking teeth fall out. Now they're growing in weird. So now you got to pay $8,000 out of pocket for motherfucking braces. On top of that, you got to make sure that you keep a roof over your motherfucking head. But one job ain't enough to pay fucking rent no more. Then you got to make sure you keep groceries in the motherfucking house. Then you got to leave that fucking job to go interview for another fucking job and hope that they get. Adulthood is ghetto as fuck, and y'all lied.
You got to leave your motherfucking job when something wrong with your kid, and then your job is threatening to fire you because you taking off too fucking much.
And then you gonna turn around and tell me I ain't no motherfucking woman? Bitch, and I'm on my period, I shoot this bitch up. I swear to God.
And then I gotta reconsider getting back with my baby daddy, because
now this shit looking a little too good. Because now this shit looking a little, being a family.
Because at least that baby daddy works.
Literally, I know
niggas that like have baby daddies that just be sitting around. At least this one working, like a good job.
So now you contemplating whether or not he just need to get his shit together, whether or not you get your shit together because you had your baby a little young.
And you getting your shit together, but what this nigga doing?
This sound like the biography of me. This one.
And I don't even got kids, because I've seen that. Like, that's what, like, nobody sat me down to tell me about adulthood, but all the things that I've seen, I've checked so many things off. Yep. I'm not having no fucking kids. I love my mom. I love you. If you watch this, I love you to death, but you're not getting a kid out of this one. Mm-mm. You're not getting a kid out of me. I swear to gosh.
My family got one out of me, and that's it. That's all.
And that's just me right now.
Yeah.
I might reconsider later.
You won't.
But my mental health, I'm not depressed and anxious as much as I used to be. I'm not depressed at all.
Claim it.
To be honest.
Yes.
And I'm not as anxious as I still get anxious.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. But I don't have the mental capacity for a child. I barely have the mental capacity for this damn dog.
And going back to the original situation, imagine going through all that shit and now you bleeding. That's what I'm saying. Like,
now I got to worry about, oh my gosh, this wet. Is this wet?
Even the hormonal thing, I have literally,
I don't have no
little to no
patience.
patience. And now I'm in the house bleeding out my motherfucking cooch and trying to tell him, if Johnny got 13 fucking apples, do you see? It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's
my
not easy.
My asshole is cramping.
I'm having these electric bolts of fucking pain shoot through my anus, and I'm sitting up here trying to figure out what the fuck we gonna eat for dinner.
If I sneeze, I feel like Mount Everest has shot out my goddamn. What? And I'm not sitting up here trying to make it seem like being a woman is harder than being a man, because I don't know. Own set of challenges. I don't know what being a man is like. I will never say.
But I've seen it, and I honestly
don't feel like
manhood. I understand womanhood is ghetto, but manhood, y'all keep that shit. Y'all can keep it. Gotta take care of the household, right? Because let's say you have a family. Gotta take care of the household. Gotta make sure shit's straight. You gotta be emotionally regulated.
You gotta be putting some dick down.
You gotta be somewhat attractive. Your hygiene gotta be good. You gotta be making a certain amount of money. Because bitches are playing your face. Then when the bitch playing your face, you can't sock that bitch because you'll go to jail. False sexual allegations. Men go through a lot. I don't.
You sassy when you get smart back with her.
Because you got motherfucking feelings. You want a fruity drink at the motherfucking bar. Now they looking at you funny like, why you want pomegranate in your shit? The idea of a margarita fucking piss your homeboy off. You feel me? You can't do shit. The idea of going to get a manicure, now niggas looking at you funny. I know that men go through their own set of shit.
They playing with you at your job, especially as a black man.
But imagine doing all that and you bleeding though. Like, I just be coming back to that. Like, bro, imagine you bleeding out your dick hole for a week. Like, bro, it's not.
And the cramps.
Man. Listen, bro.
I be in my office tearing up sometimes because the cramps be so fucking bad.
There was a point where I was being hospitalized.
Another thing about being an adult, I don't have no more days that I can take off.
Nigga.
I only got one day. And I'm trying to make sure that it's like, I'm about to die type of day.
Yo, PTO is a joke to me in general because
it needs to be unlimited.
And even if you don't make it unlimited, I remember when I was working for PayPal, you had PTO and you had sick leave. You had two separate ones, and then you got a sabbatical, right? So you got 1 month off paid for you to go do something somewhere. Like PayPal used to really make sure that you was good. You worked 5 years, and after 5 years, you got a 1 month sabbatical, and then every year after that, you would get it. 10 years, you get 2 months. It was a whole thing.
Why I gotta work 5 years to get it?
But so you see what I'm saying? It's like, granted, there are benefits,
I gotta show
right?
you my worth.
But no, I think employers
stay
do
around for the long haul.
I think what employers do is like, and I was learning about this in my business management class. They have this thing about dedication, right? Incentives. Are you dedicated to this? And then there's an incentive for dedication. I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog. You'll fire me. You will put me down. If the job gets shot up and I die.
And you will hire somebody.
You're gonna put that job posting back up on the board and take the bloodstained carpet out the office, reupholster that shit, and them niggas going to work the next day.
Some people die at work.
No grief counseling, no nothing. Nothing. Them people don't get shit.
There was a tech that actually passed away in the computer lab. Like one of the teachers came and found her.
And you see what I'm saying?
Before I started working there.
But there's is there grieving counseling for people like that? Like, what are you doing? I don't think people give a fuck. Employers don't give a fuck about your paid time off. They don't give a fuck about sick leave. They don't give a fuck about your child. That's what the fuck I meant to tell you. I saw a tweet the other day that said, do you realize that I'm starting to realize that the reason why the U.S. doesn't offer women automatic maternity leave is because they would be home long enough to breastfeed their babies and to actually have healthy children. And you would be damned if women actually have healthy children because that means that they would actually have to be more attentive. It was a whole, like they were running down like a whole reason of why
that's why people homeschool their kids.
Why certain benefits just don't exist. And I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it. I'm really trying to convince this man to go get my fucking child right now, and I'm still watching him walk across this doorway, and it's bothering the fuck out of me.
Go get the baby. They was teaching them independence, but like,
right, like you gotta go pick him the fuck up.
He's still like the youngin.
Hey, are you leaving? Yes. Okay, thanks so much. All right.
I love it.
He's
like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but I told him to leave at 6:35
shit.
Because it's a 15-minute drive. And
he had to go to the bathroom, I think. Maybe.
Stop making excuses for him. Because he here for now.
As a Libra,
you right.
It's something that I don't like doing, but
have you noticed that like people will say things like you'll say something about somebody and be like, oh, that's just my Cancer. That's just the Leo in me. That's just the...
You say that sometimes too.
I do. I'm like, it's just the Leo in me. And to be honest with you, I think it's kind of true.
It is.
It was some celestial events that went on during the time that I was born, and it's the reason why I act like this. I read my natal chart. I read my natal chart the other night. Like, was reading it.
I saw you read what's her faces in the chat.
One night I was in that bitch doing tarot readings. They just being there using my woo woo shit, and I be letting them.
I like it.
My natal chart read me for filth.
I was When were you reading yours? Because I literally just read mine last week.
Yeah, it was like Friday night or some shit like that.
Yeah, I read mine last week, and I was like,
I'm talking about read me for filth. I said, hold the fuck up. Because I looked at it about
that I'm never. But I was like, some of this shit just like not going the way that I fucking need it.
Yeah, I looked at my money house. I looked at like family. I looked at like so like this thing that we're doing in my mentor program is figuring out your core values. Like, what are your actual core values? When you start a business, you have to build your business built on something specific. What are your core values? And it sat me down because I realized, like, Christian, what are your core values? Yeah. Because I have so many. And she was like, no, you can just pick 6. So what are your core values? Like, yeah, you have a bunch of value. You have a lot of shit that you stick to, but what's your non-negotiables?
I had to think about that one time too. I think that was like an assignment that I had for school.
I
don't remember them.
Now that I'm like grown, like I feel like
change.
This is shit that I need to be reviewing. Like, I'm checking in with myself about a lot, but I need to really go back to the drawing board just about a few things just to make sure that I'm still in the
Honing
same
in.
space that I want to be in. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of change that's happening in my life right now, and I'm realizing that it all does align with what it is that I'm trying to do. I'm not saying that it's anything negative. It just made me think, like, bitch, what are your core values? What the fuck? What do you stand for?
Are you staying true to yourself, and is this aligning with what you want in life?
And it actually made me realize that some of my core values are no longer my core values. Not that it's not a big thing to me, but there are things that I prioritize over top of everything else. Like, community was a top thing for me, but it was like top 10. Now it's top 6. Like, I need community. I need people around me. I'm not going to fucking make it without it.
That has moved up for me too.
Yeah.
And that's like within a year, because we talked about that on the pod before. Yeah. And I was just like, I just want to be alone.
Yeah, but...
And now I'm just like, I am realizing, like, it's really good to have those people. Even if I don't talk about serious things with these people a lot, it feels good to be able to have those people that actually genuinely care about me and want to check in on me as much as I want to check in on them.
And even if I don't see them often, you know, like, I feel like community is not that I talk to you every day. Community is not, you know, like, we always coming together. Community is me saying, okay, if I need something, right, I know that I've reciprocated enough in this relationship that I can call this person. Yeah. Because that's the big part, the reciprocation part, which is also at the top of my core values. Because I also realize, like, there are relationships in my life that I'm just not being fed in. I'm doing a lot of feeding, but I'm not being fed in. And it's got me looking at people a little funny. Not like, fuck you, but it's got me looking at, like, okay,
how much access do I want to continue to let you have with me?
And how long have I been giving you this amount of access with nothing in return? Because how long have I been feeding this situation?
It's not like a tit for tat type of thing, but it's like a...
Even in the smallest way.
Are you draining me now?
Yes, in the smallest way am I being fed.
You're starting to drain me, and I don't like that.
Can I even laugh with you? Like, when I tell you I'm going down to, like, the nitty gritty, because sometimes, like you said, it's not the big shit. It's not how much have you done for me? When's the last time you showed up for me?
Give me a laugh every now and then.
Sometimes that's all I need.
That's all I need for real.
When's the last time?
I've seen that a lot on Instagram too. Like, some friends you categorize them like, this is the friend that I go out and drink with and have a great time. But this is the friend that I actually do the serious shit with. But I can also do that with them. Or there are some friends that you like, nah, that's business with them. Like, I only talk about business with them.
And that's how I feel about
hee-hee-ha-ha with these niggas.
I feel like that's the healthy way to have relationships. Yeah. People who want to have everything coexist at once, coexisting is healthy at a certain level. Mm-hmm. All your shit should not be cohesive when it comes to the dynamics of the relationships you have with other people. The same way I deal with you is not the same way that I deal with people I used to work with that I still talk to every now and then. You see what I'm saying? People who, I don't know, my actual fucking family members. I, deal with them a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. But what you won't see me doing is trying to get all these motherfuckers in a room, all the time. Oh, we going out for drinks. Let me go call my homegirls from over. No, because we just don't mesh. If you and I are going to a wine festival, but I only drink tequila with this bitch, I'm not going to tell her to come over here and go to the wine festival.
Because you know damn well she going to be complaining the whole time. And now I'm be looking at you like, why you bring this bitch? Yes. And I got beef with you and her.
And that's why I feel like a lot of friend groups with women don't necessarily work, because you're so busy trying to get all these women in one room together when you don't have to. I'm not inviting just any woman to a healing retreat. No. Some of them women don't want to be there. Heal. Perfect example. Yesterday, we talking about going down to the river. Sierra was like, I get it. I see y'all after y'all come back from the river. Like, I'm cool with going down to New Orleans. She said Jesus told her, let me sit my ass right here. Y'all go to the river, and I'm going to see y'all when y'all come back from the river.
I was like,
I feel like that's fair.
I have no restraints.
You feel me? I understand that.
She said crocodiles? No crocodiles.
No crocodiles. We know what we're doing. Yeah. But I understand that that's a hesitation for certain people. So it's like, granted, we can all go down to New Orleans together, but there will be certain excursions where it's like, we going to go rock and we'll come back. And that does not change the dynamic. And I need for niggas to understand that it does not change the dynamic of your fucking friendships. Because your friend doesn't want to, now that bitch don't want to do that. Yo, like, for real, come on. Come the fuck on. Because she don't want to do one thing, now all of a sudden that's not your bitch. Well, because my bitch, she done changed on me.
First of all, you just did something the other week and didn't invite her. So calm the fuck down. Just because she's not inviting you to one thing, it's okay.
Or when when things change for them. Yeah. Like, especially when you start a healing journey. When people first start healing journeys, now the bitch don't want to talk about I love hip hop no more. Oh, now the bitch ain't keeping up. Now the bitch don't want to wear weave. Now the bitch want to lock her hair. Yes.
I knew I was going through some shit when I didn't want to watch that shit no more either.
Yeah. I think that's when it kind of dawned on me. I was like,
feeding me like it used to.
I got irritated
used to be
watching it.
emotionally invested in these people's lives. They don't know shit about me.
I was
They
following
don't
them on
give a
social
fuck about
media.
me.
I was supporting them on the internet. Like, yeah, girl, I see you wearing that. Girl, I
I've
don't
been
give a fuck.
unfollowing so many blue checks as of lately. This has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I don't want parts.
Unless because I find myself following more people that I can be positively influenced by or like positively motivated by. There are certain celebrities that I see and it has nothing to do with motivational speaking. It has nothing to do with spirituality. It might just be them making music or them making content, but I appreciate that they are so in their craft and they so like in their shit that's the thing I admire.
One specific person popped up for me, Kevin Gates' wife, because she's so heavy into cannabis and stuff like that, and like I don't really, at least for me, I don't see black women in the realm that she's in. Like she's actually in the like cultivating and stuff. Like I see a lot of like black women like stoners and stuff, or like I'll see how to do this, or I see black women hanging out smoking. Yeah, but she's on like the business side of that. I mean, I've seen a couple, but like that really stood out to me. Like that's the first woman that I saw doing stuff like that, and I was like,
it dawned on me when I went to the cannabis thing, where it was like, I'm really in cannabis education. There's a difference between being educated and then there's another thing with just being like a pothead, right? Because you can
we talked about that the other day too, like realizing like the strains don't mean shit. Yeah. It's the terpenes.
But again, how many niggas do you know you can go to and be like, yo, what you smoking? Oh, such and such. What's the terpenes in that? Bitch, what are you talking about? What the fuck is a terpene? That's usually the situation. It's usually like, terpene, what are you talking about? I didn't say it was terpene.
I just got the shit that I usually get.
I just got from my mans, you feel me? Or I just went to the dispensary. Yeah. You know? So I find it refreshing when I see black women in that space, in the actual education space of it, right? Like people who are cultivating, they have knowledge behind cultivation. People who are infusing, they have knowledge about infusions and herbs and tinctures and all those different things. I love being in a room with a motherfucker who just know, you feel me, like what they smoking. But when you're in a room with somebody who knows what they smoking and what they really doing, it does something to my spirit. Like my chest get warm, like my body gets really like heavy with this feeling of like, oh my God, like, yes, I want more of this.
I feel like that makes me feel better about me smoking. Like I don't like, of course there's always some type of like
bias.
Yes, bias about women that smoke, but it's like I actually know what I'm putting in my body. I know how this is going to affect me. I'm not doing this just for the high anymore. I'm doing it because it's actually stimulating me, and not only is it stimulating me, but I'm actually like, I'm kind of like really doing shit when I'm like
that part.
When
that's the part that does for me. That's what makes my coochie tingle.
When I sit down and actually get shit done while I'm high, like it's not like I'm stuck type of thing. It's like I am getting things done off this list. I'm knocking shit out.
Even when I'm
feels
stuck,
so good.
I'm just like, this shit working. Like,
because if I am stuck,
I'm praying,
in the
I'm
universe,
wilding,
right?
I'm having some type of, I'm talking out loud, I'm feeling the vibes, like
I'm dancing.
Yes, it's the way that cannabis has really become a medicine. It is so refreshing, and it's really fucking refreshing to be in a space with other knowledgeable people. I love, like I said, good. I love to smoke with the niggas, you feel me? Like, let's smoke. But I also love when somebody says like, yo, like, tell me more about the weed I'm smoking.
Yes,
like,
I love when people want to take in the knowledge.
Yeah, like, what you mean terpene? Like you feel me? Like, get me hip. I want to be the one, like, that's my goal for the next 30 days. Is one of the goals on my list is to get deeper into my knowledge behind terpenes, like making sure that I'm pronouncing them correctly. Yes. I'm getting really good at like categorizing like what they do, but I also want to get into like which ones are anti-inflammatories, which ones are antifungals, and being able to like categorize those. Yes. Like I can tell you what'll get you high, what'll, you know, give you that buzz, what'll give you a head high versus a body high. I can categorize them that way, and I can categorize them by like taste and flavor. But I really want to get into the medicinal bag of like, okay, you got some, you know, shit going on with your lungs. Let's go ahead and get you, you feel me, like some pinene. Let's get you some humulene. Yo, you trying not to eat so much? Let's get you this. Like, it's a way for you to use
let's
weed.
add these other herbs into that.
And let's talk about your tolerance. Let's talk about your tolerance. Let's talk about how often you smoking. Let's talk about when you're smoking, why you're smoking. Is it because you're stressed? Is it because you're going through something? Is it only when your husband come home? Like, what's triggering you to be like?
It's because it's a Friday for me.
For me, I've started to only smoke after 12 p.m. Mm-hmm. That's a big thing for me because I'm home a lot more now. Mm-hmm. I would spark up.
Yeah.
You feel me? And be cool. So it's now no longer before 12. Way less, you feel me? Way less weed in a fucking in a joint.
Yeah, I was
you
shocked.
Know, definitely cutting back.
Over the other, I was like,
because I will blow through grass. Yeah, I'll blow through grass. It's just I'm finding myself not dependent. It's nothing like that. I'm just finding that if ever there's a time for me to have downtime, there doesn't have to be a joint involved. Yeah. And I'm home so much more now, where it's like I really could relax, but I need to learn how to relax without smoking. And not even just smoking, without an edible, without anything. I just need to learn how to sit the fuck down and be cool. And there's nothing wrong with regulated use. If you're using every day, if you're using multiple times a day, especially for like chronic pain and things of that nature. And don't get me wrong, I have chronic anxiety. I have crippling anxiety. I have a diagnosis. But me personally, I refuse to say, okay, because of this, I'm going to use cannabis. I still have to have some type of self-discipline and self-regulation to my own body alongside cannabis. Mm-hmm. And that's the education portion that I really want to work with people in. Yeah. You can use cannabis all day long, but if it's for something mental, we need to talk about your mental. I can't talk to people about chronic pain because people have had accidents, things of that nature. Yeah. I know that firsthand. Mm-hmm. But it's the mental thing that fuck with me a lot of the time. Like when people say like, oh, I'm anxious, or I'm smoking all the time. It's like, bro, but you don't understand how that can also make it worse, right? Like once you start abuse, because there's you can definitely get addicted to weed and people don't want to talk about it.
You can get addicted to anything.
Yeah.
People be addicted to the gym.
Like, and one thing that they don't tell you about weed addiction is the first two symptoms are paranoia and anxiety. Yeah. So when you find yourself being a little bit more anxious than usual, a little bit more paranoid, what the fuck's going on? Is my life in there? What the fuck is it? You are probably at that, like right before that sweet spot where you get ready to get too far into it where somebody gonna have to reel you the fuck back. And it ain't no quitting cold turkey.
We're not saying like that's when you go. That's when you make it a gateway drug and now you're snorting coke and stuff like that. We're not saying
I feel like that's a choice. That's always gonna be a choice. I don't give a fuck with nobody.
I ain't get high enough. Let me try something new.
Crack?
I ain't
what
never
the
said
fuck?
That. Right? I ain't never said that. I don't.
If anything, I'm like, let me try a different strain. Maybe I've been smoking the same strain for too long that my tolerance is now adept. There are over like 300 and 400 strains at this point now. Way more than that. It's something out here that'll get you fried.
You know what I say? Let me go eat some food and healthy food at that. Yeah. Let me go feed my spurt for real. Because I feel like that's probably what's wrong with me right now.
Yeah. Even people with ADHD, right? Because some people use it to help with ADHD. Yeah.
The focus that I get, that's what I'm saying. The focus that I get from it is great.
I've been telling people as of lately, if you find yourself heavily distracted by weed, right? If you find yourself being like, oh shit, I can't focus, let me go smoke.
No.
The correlation, you've now made it a parallel when it's supposed to always like overlap. It's never supposed to be parallel to one another. Like, because of something, I'm doing this. I'm immediately attaching myself to this thing. It's these two things should work hand in hand. They should correlate. There should be no abuse. I should be able to see the signs. I should be able to feel when it's, when I'm doing too much. Self-regulation is super important with anything that you do. And it's a little harder for people with ADHD because sometimes they don't see the signs immediately because they're so used to that dopamine rush. The weed is not what's giving you the dopamine rush. It's the act of you smoking. It's not the weed. It's the act of. You're addicted to the habit, not the actual weed itself. And I've been telling a lot of people, I had to tell my little cousin the other day, I don't think he got ADHD. I think the nigga just a little, you feel me? Yeah. I told him, I was like, bro, if you can't support the habit, you don't need to have it.
Look,
because people with ADHD, they also say they have spending problems. Yes, where they spend a lot of money.
Yes, I do.
And people are starting to say that recreationally, especially in the state of Maryland, more people are starting to spend money recreationally at these dispensaries, and they like getting in a bag.
It's like gambling.
And a lot of people at the dispensaries say that the people that are coming in are like, yo, I need something that's gonna help me focus. That's cool. But once you realize that the habit of smoking is the reason why you're doing it and not because you're trying to focus, because if you smoking to focus and then you go doom scroll on your phone, you're not smoking to focus. That's not
on the phone.
On the wrong shit.
You need to focus on what specifically. What are you really trying to get away from?
And that's why cannabis
like-
education is so important. And that's why women like you and I, to meet niggas at this level, right? Because the celebrities out there doing it, they can pay for the cannabis courses and everything else. A lot of the shit that we doing, like for me, is school, but before this, it was a lot of lifelong lessons, right? Shit that you just got to experience by getting fried and fucking up. You got to meet people where they are. Who's having classes for people like us? Nobody. So that's why conversation
Nobody
like this
that
happen.
I've seen.
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Because you and I, one thing I can say about you and I is before we make that statement, we've tried to find it.
True.
We've tried. We've looked.
True.
We've looked.
That is very true.
And it's just not happening.
Because why else would we be getting invited to talk to people about the shit if somebody else was doing it?
I mean, granted, y'all found this, y'all know, like, but again, there's not a very large, it's not to the same where you can find, like, what they call the motherfuckers with the wine.
Sommelier.
Where do we sommeliers at? They got them. There are cannabis sommeliers. It's an actual thing. However, there's not a lot.
Certification for that? Can we get a certification?
My certification will allow me to do it. If you get a cannabis certification, do what the fuck you want. That's what I'm learning. Cannabis certification gets you in the door for a lot of things a lot faster.
Damn, now I gotta...
Because it's policy, for most of it, it's policy and law, which is something they have to cover. Symptom management, which is another thing we're covering. Customer service, and just introduction to cannabis overall. Where did it come from? How is it? So you need to have just that foreground. Once they know that you got that foundation, they give you anything the fuck you want.
Speaking of which, I have taken a very long break from school. And I'm realizing, like, I have to go back eventually. I don't have to go back, but I feel like it's in my best interest.
It's a personal interest for you to go back, yeah.
And with that, like, thinking about doing cannabis and things like that.
I'm done with school. After this shit, I'm graduating with an associate's degree, and I'm done.
That's why I bought us that little course. First of all, it's cheap.
We're not doing that anymore.
Shit.
I have one that I got from school. I downloaded it. I sent it to you. It's literally the same shit, if not more. I'm talking about it break down every terpene. It break down all. Oh, girl, I was shocked. It's like
I'm just gonna finish the
160
one
slides.
that I bought for us though,
for sure,
because I can get. I think once I finish it,
it'll give you a
like
certification.
yeah,
hell yeah.
So
yeah.
And then if I wanted to work at a dispensary,
it would
be like, have you had any training? Yes.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna finish the training.
Yeah.
Like I told you, and we on the same boat. I'm gonna get this degree, and then it's certs after that. I'm gonna run the certs up. Be certified and fried. Cause that's how you gotta be. Like,
yes. Eventbrite stopped being a hater. Even though they were like, you still got a little bit of no, I don't. I changed it. I fixed it. You can't take my stuff down. Hike in June 29th. Starting at 10 o'clock. I know that's kind of early, but that's like prime hiking time.
Before
like,
it gets hot outside.
Before it gets really hot outside, before all the people start coming out, we can really get in there and really chill with each other. It will be at Gunpowder Falls State Park, not the paid entrance. It's a free entrance where I'm taking y'all, because I know, like, why do you want to pay to get in? The next one, you'll have to pay to get into that one, but this one, you don't have to pay to get into that entrance. Yeah, Eventbrite link will be in the description below. It's on IG. It's everywhere.
We're gonna start definitely like posting more content regarding other things. I know y'all see a lot of clips from us on social media, but that's like literally what niggas come for. They come for the pod.
Yeah.
But we are a plethora of so many other things. We want to start hosting like classes and courses for you guys. But again, if you guys don't talk to us, we don't know. So always, like we say, fuck with us. Let us know where you guys are at. Do you want to do it virtual? What do you want to know? We know y'all smoking weed. That's why y'all come back every week. We know y'all fried. We know that we funny as shit. Y'all say that shit all the time. But a lot of y'all have also said that, like, the smoke sessions, y'all be getting fried. So,
smoke with us.
Come fuck with us. 420 is coming up. This will be after 420, but
yes,
420 is coming up. I know we're going to have a good time. I know we're going to have a good day. Probably won't be much education behind it. I think I might just do a 420 vlog. Like,
oh, true.
Like, just
we're starting the day with a brunch. Like,
I'm going to be and lead to the side.
I don't know what we're doing after that, but
just chill. I know Alicia said she want to do something. Niggas can come to my house.
I got one thing to do between the two, and then
everybody can come over my crib. You know, I mean, like, I got the back patio area. We could do that. Or if anybody else got like a back patio area we can smoke at now, mine. I'm the lady with the weed. Like my neighbors and shit be going in the house when I come outside because they already know like this bitch
That's
probably
what
got
I'm
some
doing
grass
after the brunch.
and
I
she's
gotta
sitting in the
go
grass.
to.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about it off air. It's like a totally different thing.
okay.
Yeah, so
I'm with it.
can't wait to start growing my own.
Hell yeah.
Like I want to have an indoor greenhouse, but I also want to have one that it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Slowly but surely, shit is coming together.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all coming back every week. Fuck with us for real. Like really comment, subscribe, like, follow us on Instagram at Jaded and Evolving on. I did say Instagram and TikTok.
And if your grandmama smoking, she over there on Facebook. Tell her follow us too.
Because we do have a Facebook page.
And Nana be smoking and she be on Facebook.
We know she do it. Don't always do it for pain management.
She tell you it's because of her cataracts.
That's what I used to think it was always for real growing up. I was like, yeah, people smoke weed for their eyes.
The whole time you be fried and can't see it. But, you know,
eyes be crossing.
We'll see y'all.